Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Colour Me. This time we are doing, as the title does say, a spring galley kitchen. So this was because in the last episode you guys voted for the spring green colour palette. I have no idea what the vote was. I should really look at them before I start doing my voiceover, really, shouldn't I? But yeah, I'll continue. So you can see the colour palette here on your screen. It's how should we put it? Green and grey, splash of like mustard. I find it really difficult to find a mustard colour in the game, even with CC. I know Peacemaker makes mustard. It's a slightly more brighter than mustard. I need to find a way of getting mustard into my game, but hey, we do what we can. I was going to make this CC free, and then I said no, I've got to do a build for CC free Sunday, so no, just do it CC and have it perfect. But anyway, yeah, so the spring green palette actually won with 68% of the vote, so majority of you definitely wanted spring greens. So it had to be light, bright, and spring greeny, as they say. So I really wanted to do a galley kitchen. I don't know why galley kitchen, but it just was in my head. Galley kitchen. So I did it. I really wanted to have a skylight in it. I've put skylights in, but when you get the build, it's not going to have skylights in. But I wanted to show you kind of what my intention for the build would have been if I had a whole entire house attached to this. It would definitely be either like a basement kitchen or an extension on a house. You know how I love extensions on houses. But if you had this in a basement one, this would look really cool on the basement level, with the skylight going up to the main height. Not the main height, the main level. Yeah, kind of the skylight, maybe even, I don't know, going up to a patio, something on top. I can see you going out of we end up putting French doors in this, not this part here, but behind us. We end up putting French doors there, and that would look really, I can just imagine French doors opening up into like a little patio, and then steps going up higher to get back to the main level. So that's where my head was at. And I saw an image just of a kitchen with a sofa at the end of it. So this is where this came from. It was actually a much smaller room than this. Mine's quite a bit bigger than the image was. It was really packed in. But yeah, and you'll have to forgive the fact that I didn't get a fly through of this table for some reason. I don't know what happened to me, what I was thinking of, but for some reason, nope, just didn't even attempt to fly through of that table. I've got no idea why. But anyway, in testing, I don't know if I've changed it yet, but I've done what was it, like a booth, you know, the ones that came with dine out. I used that instead of a sofa because I thought, oh, then I can make it actually fully functioning. I can put a booth in there, make it fully functioning. Your Sims can sit at a booth in their kitchen. It would look so cool. Changed it to that, and for some reason I cannot get a Sim to sit down at a booth. I thought maybe it was the lights that I end up having hanging over the table, or the big ottoman that's there at the end, but no, I moved the booth and the table out into the open area and it still didn't work. The Sims just say they can't sit on it, so it might be some piece of CC or something conflicting with it in my game, so I left it in like that. So it's either a problem with my CC content that's stopping the Sims from being able to sit down there, or it's actually just a huge glitch in the game. I'm not too sure. So if you do download this, let me know if you are able to get your Sims to sit at the booth. They can sit there if there is no table attached to it, but as soon as I put a table there, they can't sit down. Also, the table does not, like, it snaps when you put it in front of the booth, but you know, I think you'll be able to move the table and the booth will move with it, or it's either move the table and the booth will move with it, or move the booth and the table will move with it. One of those, I know, makes the two snap together, and it just wasn't doing it. It wasn't snapping together. It was snapping together when you put it next to each other, but it just wasn't staying together. So I don't know what was going on. So that's a really long-winded way of doing it, but oh well. And yes, as always, this is available for download on my Tumblr. The link is in the description box. It will be the top line, and that is also where I list all of the CC that has been used in this build. So if you don't need all of the CC, or you don't want to download all the CC, everything will be linked there. Every single item that has been used. I still need to make an updated video of my CC collection ASAP pronto, but until then, yeah, I'm thinking of putting up my master list of CC, because I have a big list of basically everything that I've used in a build. I add to a list so that I don't have to keep finding the links. I put short links as well. So I think maybe I should do that, along with just a overview of what's in my game, where I find it, and just links to all the great people that I use in my builds. So yeah, we're finally getting this all together. I did originally have plans to have this, like, this bay area smaller and have a round table in there, and I just think tables in bay windows look amazing. But I thought, you know, we've already got the booth, that's seating. Well, it should have been seating. Actually, you can only fit 2 people at the table. You probably can, it's probably my fault. It's probably CC in my game, that's the issue. But yeah, I was going to change these all to this darker, more like eucalyptus green, but we end up keeping them at that. So yeah, we couldn't put another table and have the table in the bay, so we went with just putting a seating area. So it kind of is an all-in-one room, to be quite honest. It does end up being kind of expensive because, you know, I have kind of put everything in there. It is 22,535 simoleons for this delectable room, and you will actually need fewer packs than normal for one of my builds. So normally I just chuck everything in there, but for this one you'll need base game obs, you'll need get to work, cool kitchen, get together, and dine out. Also, there's certain times with CC you actually need, because they're cloned off objects, you will need that expansion pack for them to show up. So for example, the curtains that I've used in here are an edit of a dine out mesh, so you will need dine out for those CC curtains to show up properly. Yeah, because they have not made them dodgy ooky curtains, so you'll still require the mesh for them to work. But yeah, it's finally coming together in this. I put in a few objects from Parenthood. Actually, yeah, hold on, I've got Parenthood stuff in this and it didn't list it. That's weird. Yeah, and you definitely need Parenthood as well. That wasn't listed in my... I used Tray Importer to find out all the specs on my builds, and it did not list Parenthood. Maybe I haven't updated my Tray Importer and therefore it doesn't. Yeah, that's why. I haven't updated my tray importer since Parenthood came out, so oops. I think I heard stories of people having broken tray importer, so I don't think I'll be updating it anytime soon. It still works, so I'm gonna leave it as it is. But we've used the poof and the armchair, the rifle paper recolors, and I'm in love with the rifle paper recolors. You will definitely see them being used by me again because they are just like, they look so good. They just add that extra little pattern in when everything else is plain, and they just look damn good. That's all I can say. So yeah, we're putting in all of the lighting and all that kind of jazz. And oh, what else have we got to do? Oh yes, we haven't done the wallpaper yet. And when I was doing the wallpaper, it was making the booth disappear, so I'll have to put that back in. I think it... Oh, has it not disappeared? Okay. We put in another rug by... What's it called? Hamburger? Something. I really also want to say hamburger cakes, but I know it's little cakes. It's not hamburger something. Is the creator of the rifle paper chairs and poof and the rug. And then I think it... Oh, it is still hamburger. I should really look and see what I'm talking about. But yeah, hamburger also did the floors. So I'm loving at the moment the recolors of in-game objects. So that poof is a recolor of an in-game object. The flooring is normally like a red, pinky reddish tone and grey, and it's been recolored so it's all one color and it looks amazing. The Sims should really like maybe add in just recolors of already in-game content, because they would look so good, as you can see, in a flat color. I do actually change it to more, I think, of a grey tone, slightly cooler, just because the spring color palette, I just saw it as slightly cooler, not like ice cold, but this seemed a little bit too warm. But yeah, just putting in extra lighting underneath the cabinets as well. I always love to put extra lighting under there, actually. Then you kind of have extra lighting in your room and you've hidden it. So yeah, we're just going to go slightly cooler, grey toned, because I just felt like the floor was almost illuminating onto the walls and just making everything look 5 times warmer. And there I tried to size up a cushion, and take it from me, they don't size up well. Okay, so anyway, we're about to go into the fly through. So thank you so much for watching. No vote this week because I'm pre-recording all of these, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys.